Hello, my name's Bethany and I'm a third year student, and welcome to the Medway School of Pharmacy. We're based here in the Anson Building in Chatham. We're 45 minutes away from London and right next door to the historic dockyard Chatham, which is an amazing place to visit for some naval history. On campus we have 2 cafes in the Pembroke and Pilkington building, and then the Deep End Bar, also on campus. And then when we start studying again, the Drill Hall Library is also opposite the Anson Building. So this is the reception. There's somebody here from 8:30 to 4:30 every day during term time, in case any students have any questions about their studies or university life. The OTC, or over-the-counter lab, is our simulated community pharmacy. Here, we interact with actors who play the parts of patients and other healthcare professionals, and that's how we practice our communication skills. This way, we get as close to real-life scenarios as possible. Dispensing is a key role for pharmacists, and in the Dispensing Lab we assess the clinical and legal safety of prescriptions. We identify errors and risks and then help resolve them. We dispense using real medication and the Pharmacist Dispensing Programme, which is used across pharmacies in the country. Here in the Tech Lab we can make tablets, and we also perform quality control tests using instruments such as those used by the pharmaceutical industry. And then we have the first of our clinical skills classrooms. Here we learn about therapeutics and professional decision makings. Postgraduates can also use it for clinical skills and prescribing. It can also be set up as a mini hospital ward to help us with our clinical placement. This is the second and larger of the clinical skills classrooms. We use it to assess blood pressure, measure peak flow and teach inhaler techniques, good for communication and OSCE assessments. Now this is part of the second clinical skills classroom that we were just in. It has simulated hospital ward areas and computerised simulated patients such as SimMan. We discover how the body signs and symptoms indicate different medical conditions and how the body changes in response to different medications given. Here in the Microbiology Lab we do general microscope work, gene cloning using electrophoresis and PCR, identifying different microbes and investigating antimicrobial resistance. The Viral Pseudotype Unit is a research lab that focuses on design, development and deployment of safe viral pseudotype-based antibody neutralisation assays for influenza, coronavirus, Ebola and other emerging viruses. These assays are used for the preclinical evaluation of new vaccines and therapeutics within a One Health framework. Some of us will get the chance to carry out our final year projects here in this lab. Here in the mock aseptic unit we learn how to manufacture sterile medicines, as you would in hospital or the pharmaceutical industry. Here in the chemistry lab we learn about just that, the chemistry. We find out about the synthesis of the drug, the physiochemical study of the drug and formulation of pharmaceutical dosage in the form of tablets, capsules and emulsion. And finally we have the Biosciences labs. These house the pharmacology and physiology practicals. Here we learn about the effects of different medication on the cells and tissues, as well as learning about some general body organ physiology. And that's the tour. I hope it gave you a great insight into what it's like studying at the Medway School of Pharmacy.